Welcome to the Too Inquisitive podcast.
You're too inquisitive.
Welcome back to the podcast, guys. We are just about to enter the last month of 2020. I don't know about you guys, but besides the coronavirus, 2020 hasn't been all that bad for me. I mean, my daughter is born. I got hired to some what I consider dream jobs. I mean, things are sucky because of the virus, but it could be worse. It could be a lot worse. That actually plays into what today's topic is about: thinking. Because a lot of people are really depressed and they feel bad. There's a lot of mental problems going on. I know, because I suffer from anxiety and depression and all of that. And what I think has helped me the most is just changing the way I think. I think that's very important. I think we are conditioned as people to think a certain way. Look at the school system, for example. We're all taught the same stuff. And unless you went to a small school like I did, chances are you probably didn't get any personal attention from the teacher in your areas of need. Personally, to me that doesn't make any sense, because we all think differently. Our brains are all wired differently. Everyone has their own thought process. So why are we all taught the same thing? And they start us on that from really, really young. So by the time you graduate high school at 16, 18, whatever, you're conditioned to think a certain way. And I think very few people are able to retain a level of what I call out-of-the-box thinking. Learning to change the way you think is not something you're going to be able to accomplish overnight either. It's something that takes practice and discipline to literally change the way you think. People usually who are depressed or have anxiety, we tend to focus on all the negative things in life, and we ignore the positive things. I'm not saying now to ignore the negative things and only focus on positive things. In all actuality, you should be focused on trying to find a balance. Acknowledge those negative things, but also acknowledge those positive things. Life right now, this is pretty shitty, but at least there's so and so. Acknowledge both of them. Another example of inside the box thinking that we're conditioned to believe is that to be successful in life, you have to have great grades, you have to get into a great college, you have to get great grades in college, you have to get a degree, and then you'll get a good job, and then you'll be all right for life. Now, for some people, this may work, but that's not an ideal situation for most people, to be very honest. And it's not our fault that we think that way, that we think that that's what you need. It's what our parents instilled in us, and it's what their parents instilled in them. It's what school instills in you. One of the things that I don't fully agree with about school is that you need to be getting A's. You have to be a straight A student. Why? A C is a pass, isn't it? Don't we all walk the same stage, whether I have C's and you have A's? This is coming from someone who got straight A's, by the way, but I didn't have a choice. I was forced to. My mom's a teacher. And she probably wouldn't agree with half of the things I say in my podcast. But you know what? When she listens to this podcast, it'll get her thinking. And that's all I'm trying to do. I'm not telling you guys I'm completely right. I just want to get you guys thinking. One of the areas where there's most in the box thinking is when it comes to business. That's why, because remember, everyone's conditioned to think the same way. That's why everybody and their grandmother selling lashes, everybody and their grandmother selling weave, everybody and their grandmother have rentals. You know, it's the same businesses everywhere you go. We don't have to create businesses based on what we've seen work already. Or you can take a look at the business that you're interested in, look at its field, and you don't have to necessarily open the same business. You can open a business within that field that caters to all the people who are already in that business. You don't have to open a business and cater to the vast majority of the population, what we would say regular consumers. For example, if you're selling lashes, you're selling it to the girls who are wearing lashes. But there's so many lashes businesses out there. Maybe you should open a business who sells lashes to the people who are selling the lashes to the people who are wearing the lashes. Or open a business where you print the branding for the people that are selling the lashes. They need to have cases, right? Maybe they want their logo on their case. Why can't you be the plug for the person who's printing it? Same for the packaging for weave. Packaging in general. Print packaging. That's an outside of the box business that not many people are in. Build an app. You know how valuable coding is? Apps can make money. You can build the right app, get enough traction to that app, and live off the rest of your life on the ads of that app. You know what's a really creative business in the BVI? Everyone, especially since Irma till now, everybody breed. Everybody getting breed. I just had a child this year, sorry. But there's no mommy and me classes in the BVI. You mean to tell me everybody in them grandmother breed, everybody in the mother breed, but ain't got no mommy and me classes? You know how much money you would make with a mommy and me class? You make a killing. I'm giving you guys free game right now. I didn't come up with this. I have a list of outside of the box businesses. I didn't come up with this list by myself. Me and one other friend created this list. I have another friend who just opened a business. I'm very supportive of her with this business because there's nothing else like it in the BVI. She does sculptures of pregnant women's bellies, paints them and decorates them, and then you have a statue of your belly when you're pregnant to keep forever. It doesn't have to just be pregnant bellies. It can be. You guys ever see the videos of the molds of people doing like their family's hands and stuff? Boom. Why is there no BVI board game? I saw someone on Twitter talk about this the other day. They wanted to do a VI Monopoly. Bro, that would sell. A VI Uno, that would sell. I see everybody making dominoes now out of ricin. I think that's what it's called. But why are none of them like VI branded? Why? I don't see much people making sculptures and paintings. That's a very hard business to get into, but still an idea. Here's a creative one. Everyone has furniture. How about furniture engraving? What about engraving in general? You know how much people would pay to have their name on their phone? Or put their name on their backpack? You know how much people... Listen, right? Back in my days for high school, everybody had a Kipling bag. The coolest of the cool people, remember we used to collect monkeys? The coolest of the cool people had their name stitched onto the Kipling bag. How about you become a consultant? Maybe you're really good at makeup and lashes and weave, but the market is so saturated. You can't sell lashes, makeup, and weave because there's a million businesses already doing it. But maybe you think that you can do it better than those who are already doing it. Instead of becoming their competition, why not become their friend? Charge them to tell them how to improve their business. Become a consultant. Boom. What else we got on this list? chocolate. You know Tatola is called Chocolate City. You know why it's called Chocolate City? Because chocolate does grow on Tatola like wildflowers. A lot of people don't know that, surprisingly. And it's actually not that hard to find. You might have to go a little hiking through the bush to find it, but you could find it. And even if you can't find it, it grows on Tatola naturally, so it wouldn't be hard for you to farm. Why does no one on Tatola produce chocolate? There's a shit ton load of chocolate on Tatola. The cacao trees, whatever it's called, they're on Tatola. There's a shit ton load of it. Why does no one do any fish farming in the BVI? Why we don't farm conch? Why we don't farm lobster? And why we don't have octopus on the menu? Why we don't have sea urchin on the menu? I know a lot of I just say ew, right? But ain't for all you to eat. We's a tourist destination. Tourists, them is delicacies. Tourists love them thing. Cash, be cash. Everybody, well, not everybody, but a lot of people have water trucks. Everybody getting to truck in on Tatola. Everybody have water trucks. But anybody selling water purification systems? You could be providing the water, but why you don't also help the customer purify it too? Something to think about. What about salt? You know how much salt pans the BVI have? BVI have a lot of salt pans, and Yada especially. And you just hear people harvest salt for their own homes and stuff, but why is no one harvesting the salt on a wide scale to mass produce and sell? Tabloids. Now that's not necessarily a welcomed business. People hate tabloids, rumors and all that. But let me tell you something, right? The BVI very small. And we all talk shit about each other all the time anyways. We spread rumors like wildfires. Why don't make some money off of it? Start a gossip website. I remember wow did well. Shout out Massa, you remember Crazy Hype? I mean, it's not morally satisfying work, but it's an idea. Work is work. How about tutors and homework? When I was in high school, I was a nerd. I used to charge people to do their homework sometimes. Why you don't have no large scale, homework services or tutoring services? Is needed. It is very much needed. How about cheese making? We got cows. We got lots of cows. And the other has lots of cows. Why nobody don't make cheese or make like local butter? I know people will make it for like themselves in their home, but nobody ain't like mass producing it, at least not to my knowledge. A BVI branded cheese, that would be cool. I like cheese. Everybody likes cheese. Cheese makes everything better. How about a therapist? I talked about mental illnesses earlier, anxiety and depression and stuff. You know how hard it is to book an appointment at the wellness center? They always book out. We need more therapists. You get to sit down and listen to people talk to their problems and offer them advice based on your opinion and get paid for it. Not to mention they make a killing off of it. They make a kill. It is expensive. How about custom leather journals? A lot of people do writing. Me personally, I do all my writing in my phone, but I know a lot of people who still like to feel paper. I think custom leather journals or custom journals on a whole make good Christmas gifts, birthday gifts, especially for young people who like just graduated or as a graduation gift. Why? I know we have delivery services in the BVI, right? But I'm sorry to say, let's be honest, them ain't shit. We need someone. The problem with it is, right? These people are independent deliverers. They are delivery service, and then they go to the business, pick up the food, and bring it to you. We need the businesses to have their own specific delivery guys. Why it don't have a fried chicken restaurant with a delivery guy? Everybody love fried chicken. Why Panchy don't do deliveries? How about donut deliveries? You ever see the cupcake man or muffin man, whoever it is, who'd bring them delicious cupcakes to your business and thing? He always walk around town with like a big thing full of cupcakes, and he'd go to your business and sell them to you. I forget how much it costs, but when I would walk in the DPP office, I used to love when that dude come around. So why nobody don't do that with donuts too? You know how hard it is to get a good donut in the BVI? Everybody love Krispy Kreme. You know, people are talking about Krispy Kreme, this and that. But yet nobody here don't make donuts. The BVI people love KFC, but ain't nobody making really, really good fried chicken and doing deliveries. Keyword deliveries. Pizza deliveries. Why you don't have a pizza place doing deliveries? I'm not talking about hiring one of those delivery guys out there that have a business. I'm talking about your business has a delivery man itself. That's just some ideas. I was just spitballing some ideas out there. These are great ideas. Maybe some of them might not be for you, but notice how all these ideas are not your common ideas that you were not thinking about. That's what I'm talking about. Think outside of the box. None of these ideas are necessarily original ideas. They've been done before. Or there are industries that are that these businesses already belong to specific industries that exist. But when we find an industry, like beauty for example, we all open the same business pertaining to that industry. We all selling lashes. We all selling weave. You check what I'm saying? Everybody making keychains and that rising stuff now. Do something different. Think outside the box. Be unique. It will get you very far, to be honest. Once it's done right, and it's not like too out there that people just wouldn't care for it. But still, you know? I feel like there's a lot of stuff that could be done in the BVI that we just not taking the opportunity to do. Why you don't have no water pack in the BVI? We surrounded by water. You don't even need fresh water. Make it a salt water pack. Why we don't have one? Shout out to those guys that used to do the paintball that I think government shut them down. Man, that was a great business idea. I'm so mad I never got a chance to do it. I was young when they were open. I would have loved to do it in the BVI. I've been paintballing before, but I never got to do the one in Tatola. That's a great business idea. I hope those guys get to open it back up. I hope they ain't give up on it completely. It would be dope though. It would be really, really dope. A lot of the things that we import, why we don't make them ourselves? Shout out to Akeem who is now making concrete blocks. You know, majority of the blocks in the BVI that come from like Puerto Rico. Why we can't make our own blocks and sell? For real. I just trying to get y'all to think, man. Just think about it. Think about it. As they used to say in school, put your thinking cap on. Anyways, I'm gonna keep this episode kind of short. I think if you haven't listened to the 2 previous episodes, I would recommend listening to all 3 of these, the previous 2 plus this one, especially if you're trying to get into business and that kind of stuff. I think those three episodes will can help you for sure, or at least get your brain muscles working a little bit and help you really think about things. Anyways, guys, I'm happy to announce that I'm officially gonna be start vlogging soon. I just put out my schedule today, which is pretty awesome. Vlogs every Sunday, story times every Thursday. The podcast remains on Mondays, and I'll be live streaming video games every Wednesday. I have a new animated intro for my YouTube channel, which I'm pretty excited about. You guys will get to see it for the first time on Sunday. Make sure you guys follow me on all social medias at BunchyVI on everything except Facebook. It's just Bunchy. Yeah, subscribe to the page. Subscribe to this YouTube channel for the Inquisitive podcast. That'll be pretty cool. And stay safe, guys. The country opens back up tomorrow. I'm excited, curious, and a little bit nervous about how things are gonna turn out. But I guess only time will tell. We've been COVID free for a while. We've had it under control for a while now. And without a doubt, opening the country back up will definitely bring the virus with it. And yeah, I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Be safe out there, guys. Sanitize your hands, wash your hands. Wear your mask, please. Please wear your mask. Leave a review on the podcast, especially if you're listening on Apple Podcasts. Please give me 5 stars. Please, please, please. I would very much appreciate it. See you guys next Monday.